Ah, Mr. Shade.
Right.
Good convo.
I take it you know what happened
we've
last
had,
night, considering,
Yes,
considering you
we
messaged
had a
about
long
it.
night.
I see, I see. I just woke up to that. I'm very interested as to what occurred.
Probably best to ask Nick,
Mm-hmm.
as usual. He's usually the one to go to.
I see.
You can ask Nick as well. I'm sure he'll be around at some point.
I see.
I would have liked to go scrapping with you. Next time. Morning.
Hey.
Hello.
Might as well introduce ourselves, yeah? I know who it is.
Oh dear.
And a big fucking music. Hey yo!
Fringe Lord McFucking, you keep saying these things. You know, you sounded sane. You sound crazy.
Stand on my side. You got a name? I appreciate that.
His name's Gregory.
Oh, fuck.
Call him John. Say again.
What about Jenkins?
Jenkins works.
You think it's
What the fuck is it?
Oh, invisible.
Kinda looks like a Bill. Kinda.
Billy. Hey, your name's Billy.
Billy Bob Jenkins. I think that's the full government name right there.
Billy Bob Jenkins.
What is it again?
I think I should bring something more than a pistol, but I don't have money to buy anything right now. I don't want to owe people money.
Well, we do have lasers. They're just sitting around in a crate somewhere. Probably in engineering.
I should get
Everyone's technically issued one. Yes, you should.
Instead of relying on my high caliber pistol.
Pros and cons.
Because that thing runs out of ammo.
Lasers don't really have recoil, though. That's helpful as well. You would know. You
Anyways.
carry lasers.
It's quite helpful.
If you need it, carefully best. I'm willing to lend you mine.
Speaking of which, I'm going for some
You're not
target
paying for it
practice.
or anything. I'm just lending it to you. If it gets damaged, oh well, I could probably get another one.
Okay.
I'll just wear scrap armor.
Yeah, that's a good point. You ready for your
I'm sorry you
little
missed me
mission?
doing my push-ups, my squats, my sit-ups, wall sits.
Man's dedicated.
Oh, hello.
I like to think so. Ah, you guys need me for anything else?
Yeah. Oh, not really. Just coming down for target practice.
Keeping up the cardio.
Point gang.
Nice.
Don't want to get fat in jail.
Well, we're not really feeding you that much, so I'm pretty sure you won't get that fat.
And that means I can push myself even further.
Shouldn't you conserve energy if you're not eating?
Nope, kills me faster.
Oh.
Do you really want to get out of here that badly? It's admirable.
Why
Well,
is he in there?
he's in a cell,
If you're
so...
gonna- If you're gonna send me on a mission that could potentially get me out of this, I'm gonna make sure I'm 100% ready for that mission.
Why is he in there?
Yeah,
How you
well,
know me? Hi, name's Biker. I have a
he's
long story.
Biker. He used to been a tiger that killed some of us. And we killed his guys as well,
Don't
but
shortcut it.
I don't really
Don't
know
shortcut it.
much, really.
I have an entire
Well-
story. It's long, complicated, and sad. You know. So don't worry about it. It's all good. We'll get to know each other someday.
Do you
Maybe.
wish to tell it? I mean, I think I've heard some of it, but
Yeah. Do we have popcorn? We'll sit down, make a little story time circle.
but yes, this is
I
Mr.
think he's
Biker.
busy with the
Until
work
quite
out there.
recently, until quite recently, he was
their friendo.
the leader of the Fangs,
Okay.
a division of the Tigers.
Oh.
Do you actually want to hear a story, or were you just joking? Because I
To be honest, I want to hear this.
Oxygen.
I've got nothing better to do.
I'd
Oh,
love
that's
to hear a
depressing.
story. The last story that I got to hear was a bedtime story from Mr. Toku.
Bedtime story from Mr. Toku. Wow. Damn. Fucking burn in the mornings. Best kind of shit. Let's see. Well, my name's Vic. Vic King. So, pleasure to meet you there. Biker's the title I go by. Had to earn it, though. It's my street name. And yes, I'm King's brother, if you've ever heard of him. Which is kind of fucky if you did hear of him. Me and him were born and raised in a real dirt, trash-ridden part of Zafira. You know, abusive dads and sick moms and all that. I'm gonna skip all that bullshit, though. I got out of that. Was a street boy for a long fucking time. Got to meet some of Zafira's greats. Butchers of all kind and gangsters and fucking street-riddled bosses and shit. I got to meet a whole shit ton of them. I eventually got the title after my mentor died, and I bashed his fucking killer to death with a motorcycle helmet. So one of his boys called me the Biker, and it kind of stuck. Eventually, I ended up joining with the 50 Cents, or my bad, 50 Blessings. They're kind of like a merc group. The way they do it is basically they make calls. You answer the call, and they give you a location and a weird date. Stuff like, there's a pool party over on 22nd. Bring friends. Means there's mobsters over in the Market District on 7th. So I did that for a while, got my title up pretty good, and then I met a guy called Jacket, psycho motherfucker with a fucking chicken head mask on. He's actually one of the Hotline boys, just like me. We both almost killed each other, and we didn't. So we ended up becoming best friends. That's how I ended up getting the title for the Hotline Killers, because me and him used to go from hotline to hotline and fucking do a whole bunch. We killed mafia members, gangsters, yakuza, pretty much all the grimy shit bastards in Zafira that we could, or at least we were told to. And then eventually I went after a group called the Vipers. It's actually where the sisters come from. I didn't kill them because I ran out of ammo. Funny story, actually. I killed all of them because my dad used to work for him, and I wanted nothing more than to watch my dad suffer, but he was already dead at the time. So I was bleeding out, almost dead. Turns out the Tigers were going to clear him out anyways, so they thought, hey, that's a good hire right there. I stuck with him for a while because helped me lie to myself, because I was really scared of considering myself a murderer and a monster. But you know, when you're young and you don't really have a great start in life, you kind of make poor choices. So then I stuck with the Tigers for a bit, won with their lie, did really good at my fucking job. And then Hermes kind of took me in, and then I got to see all the fucked up shit that was there. Evie's secret base, Malleus Industries, the inside of it. And then all the other fucked up things. Killed a shit ton of people to help save JC one time. That haunted me dearly. And then after everything else of constantly watching the corruption of the Tigers, eventually I snapped. I decided I didn't want it anymore. So when I found out that these fuckers over here, Raven and them, were in a mission and were vastly outnumbered and damn sure gonna die, I decided to step in. Almost got myself killed fighting Jimmy because he was about to gun down your friends. Broke my sword and a bunch of my gear, as well as one of my arms. But he didn't kill me. And then I woke up in your medical, and I've been a prisoner since. A very willing, honest, kind, and respectful prisoner, I might add.
So you
There was
joined a
also
mission
one
to save
time that I
someone
almost
and they
soloed
put
an
you in
entire
jail?
base. Well, to be fair, I was a tiger. I was the enemy.
Like...
And to be fair, there was one time I quite literally took almost an entire Whisperer base by myself. All the fangs I was with kind of died. It was a sewer base. Fucking insane.
Almost feels like
So,
the Lotus
I kinda
in here.
deserve this. Hey, y'all asked. Don't at me.
That is true. That is true, we did.
Whew.
I enjoyed that story, to be honest.
It wasn't that thrilling.
Yeah, it's...
If you want to hear a
Gives
crazy
me a
fucking
little bit
story, when I was about 13, my mentor, whose name will never be named, was doing a shootout, and he had me be his driver. I could barely even reach the wheels. We're fucking driving away, and we end up crashing into a fucking 18-wheeler. Car fucking flips for fucking what feels like miles. I crawl out, and all I've got's a piece of glass in my hand and a pistol that I couldn't really shoot because I didn't understand how to turn off the safety. I'm about to get killed, and then one of the Saphira greats, a man called BJ the Butcher, fucking comes around the corner and just weaves off the fucking guy's head with a meat cleaver that was about the size of my leg. Dude fucking came in, him and his mentor, wiped out the rest of those fucking Yakuza bastards, carried my happy ass over into his fucking shop, and without cleaning himself or anything, made me a sandwich. Best goddamn salami I ever had.
A clip the size of your leg.
Yeah,
That's a fucking
I
huge
can't show
one.
you. He was a big man. Belly about this big, head about this big. He talking like this. Oh, fucking maniac. So what's happening today, y'all? What's going on? Anything crazy?
I wish I knew.
Sure, to be honest.
I wish I knew.
You don't know? You seem like the kind of one to know.
Well, you see, we're working on that. Or rather, something happened last night, and I hope it's not what I think it is, but since I don't actually know, I will not say.
No, I'm
Nobody's,
just a bottom feeder, I guess.
That's
not actually been
depressing.
told
Don't call
anything.
yourself that. The fuck?
I'm a thief.
Yeah? I was a thief? Now look at me. What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, badass motherfucker.
Dude. Thieves, you gotta make a name for yourself, my dude. Alright? Let me give you a good example. Catwoman, right? Catwoman? Great thief, right? Great fucking thief, right? Does her job well. But she's always going for the next biggest thing. Always. Don't set yourself down, bro. If you just let yourself be a pocket thief, you're gonna be nothing but a pocket thief till you're fucking grime in the fucking streets. Get the next big fucking steal, man. Hit some tiger bases,
Well-
bro. Shit, hit some whisperer bases. Fuck it, you know what I mean? They got money they don't fucking need. Scoot some cash, dude. Find some fucking pimps, gun them down and take their cash. Come on, man. Make a name, dude. Do some shit, bro. I didn't get here not doing shit.
Well, I've been thinking about this one place I have in mind.
Alright,
Has
hit me
nice
with it. What's
stuff
up?
to steal.
Okay,
Oh.
what kind of stuff?
That's what I'm looking into. I need to get some eyes in there. So I need like a.
Get some eyes in there. Get some info. Find out what kind of security they got. Figure out the numbers,
house.
population in the area.
It's a
you
house,
say
wealthy
that.
house though.
It's a wealthy
So that
house, so
might
they got
be,
security. They might have
yeah.
guards. They might have people around there. What are the streets like? What's the best time of night to get there? My boy, you are on step 1. You need to be on step 10. Gotta do some shit, man. Make some motions. Get these people money.
I'm
You think these
planning
girls
on
can
it.
keep
Yes,
looking this good with no money?
As
money.
entertaining
cash.
as stealing from a Whisperer base would be, I would recommend not doing that internally because it doesn't actually bring us more money. If
Well, it
we
brings you
steal
more
from
money.
ourselves,
Just not
That is
Green
true.
more
Me.
money.
that is true.
You're
but
who matters.
Brings me more money.
Thieves, my boy.
still
And if you
somewhat
want to
of
be
a
an
war
honorable
going on.
thief, that's fine.
It would be quite
think
entertaining though,
make
but not very
2K
sensible.
Credits. But I
2K
need to-
credits, that's adorable.
Well,
Come
the
on,
first
my
time I
boy.
had a 100K credits.
Was he fed?
All
I
right,
need
we'll
to
get to steal
brighten out.
more.
Yeah, I need to.
You're the
widen out
jester, my
branches.
boy. Fucking get some cards
I
on
don't
you.
actually know.
Every time you steal from a
We
place, leave a
can
jack behind
bring
and
him
shit,
some
my boy.
food. He's been working on.
Come
The jester
on.
card.
Yeah, get some
Fuck,
names.
I love that idea. I love that idea.
Mr. Shade, can I borrow
My
you for a
best
moment?
bike, I stole.
Some point,
My boy.
unless
Alright.
there's going to be a
Do
meeting.
your business, my man.
About
Get some
whatever
work into it.
business
Get your
occurred
boys
last
into
night.
it, you know what I mean? Get some big boys.
I don't
Like
think
this
there's gonna be a
fucking
meeting.
man right here. Do some fear tactics.
Not
Get them
currently,
scared,
anyway.
Get
Things
them
are
hiding in the
happening.
fucking house, all right? Get them fucking mortified.
That's a issue and not an ish me.
Shut the fuck up, medic.
One moment.
God, medic exploded well.
First it was Kid Bot, now it's a bunch of invisible dudes.
Yeah, Jenkins 1-2 to 70.
Since I can't get anything out of Mr. Shade, would you mind filling me in on whatever was occurring last night?
There was a lot of it kind of spotty at the moment.
I at the
Pretty
very least
much.
hope it's not what I think it is.
Lily.
Oh dear, is it what I think it is?
Yes. Lily, Yuna, Raven, Kerfuffle. Lily being a dumbass and probably should be kept away from the Hollow permanently if she is not being dealt with. That will be a formal request. That will be most likely enforced by everyone here.
Yes.
So we can at least say it's informal so we can actually push on that.
Formal request doesn't mean shit.
No, but it still gives the increase in confidence level. So, and the moral high ground. That unless someone is a pure psychopath, will follow. So I don't think Miss Figment is a complete one. She hasn't shown those qualities yet. So,
Yes, I agree. Honestly, I've been thinking about that myself. Yeah, no, Miss Lily. Well, it's quite literally hindering our progress here. Stepping in the way constantly. And so she must be dealt with.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's funny.
Indeed.
It happens.
Oh well.
Depending on
that's,
their judgment, we will choose our own course of action.
That's all I needed to know, because when I saw Miss Riven injured here, I feared
Indeed.
the worst.
Because if nothing's going to happen, I personally will have to escalate it.
I do love escalation. I have a pocket shotgun now.
Indeed.
You seem
Can we
curious.
go?
What do you have in mind?
Well, if they are getting in my way, I will have to go to the people who I am quote-unquote working for. One council member can't stop one. How about 2? Or 3 even.
I'll help you.
Trying to clear the council off of each other.
The council is meant to balance each other out, so if one's getting rowdy, the others will have to jump on that. Make sure.
I'll help
It
you in
doesn't
any way
escalate.
I can. As long as I can rip her apart.
We'll see. Very much
Stop you
actually.
from becoming a vampire.
Rather would that had to happen than
I
The only thing
suspect.
stopping me from becoming a vampire is my indomitable will.
That is unfortunate.
Hell yeah.
I suspect we can try one last thing before it comes to Mr. Casey. But
Imagine how many diseases I could cure.
that is a possibility. I will write that down because we can't rule that out. Even though that how unlikely it is. I hate the fact that that might be actually true. Well, it's,
Let's talk. If you've got the time.
no, of course I do.
Yeah. Just remember what I said.
Of course I will be.
I know, dude. You good?
Yeah.
You want to practice shooting again with your arm?
Can I practice shooting?
Yeah, come with us.
Need help?
I don't. Is that allowed? Wait, I don't want to get in trouble. Wait, I've been a good boy thus far.
No, it's not
No?
allowed.
All right, cool. No. Okay, cool. Cool.
You do not give
Thank you, though.
weapons.
Very
I
kind
trust
offer.
him. Man in a helmet talk funny. Want to shoot with him.
I think you got a martyr.
Is he gonna martyr?
Admirer. Someone that likes you.
Oh, no.
Admirer.
Okay, yeah. Misheard you. I was about to say like a martyr. I was like, God, I hope not. Yay.
English don't work well. Tired. Haven't slept well. Alrighty.
But yes, that is a note to everyone here. I know Mr. Biker is quite the interesting individual, but we are doing his best, or doing our best, to get him initiated. Please don't do anything until then.
It's a
I'm not
process, lots of
convincing
red
anyone
tape,
to-
you know.
I feel you.
How are you doing there all day? Just slowly lose your mind. I got a question.
I work out, I punch the walls, I kick the wall.
Yes?
So, you said initiate, correct?
Mhm.
Or did I hear wrong?
That is what I believe the purpose of keeping him here is.
So here's the thing, are we actually
to keep him, or from what I'm hearing, are we just gonna fucking kill him?
That is not a decision for me to make. I do not know. Probably wise to not speak of that in front of...
Don't tell anyone I told you this, though.
Of course.
I'm the
It
only
is
grown
wise
mistake, so
to not speak about it in front of him, although he's a smart man. He probably suspects as such. Unfortunately, I do not claim to be able to read Mr. Toku's mind, so I don't know. I would hope he would have it in his heart, though.
I really don't. It's been a fucked up day.
Oh well, I probably should get back to dealing with whatever the hell is going on in medical.
Yeah, what you gotta do with that?
Going to be completely honest here.
Oh, there.
I made it fairly clear. I've made it fairly clear that anyone who is part of Figment's little group is not a part of the Hollow and is not a witness. They are a part of their group of mercenaries. And he then said
Yes,
right after that he wants to be there.
Raven's the exception, though.
Of course.
She's in the weird middle ground. But I'm gonna have to talk with Mr. Raven when she gets back, just to see how much contact she has to have with Miss Lily and Miss Yuna, and to try to keep it to a mission-only minimum, if anything at all.
Casey is no longer the second in command of the pain train. He runs nothing there. And I'm going to be suggesting that he be put under a essential house arrest for the time being as a secondary punishment. I don't want him leaving. Because I know that if he leaves, the fact that he knows our location, he'll be going fucking back.
Right. If anything, we would try probably assign him somebody to watch over him.
And I'm assigning Santiago to his old position of watching over Raven whenever she goes out on social gatherings and such, just so that she has someone to watch out for Lily.
Perfect. Yes, and the only person they only need to leave is... And that's another thing we need to work on, is properly getting logs. I hate to say this, but it keeps happening at this rate. Who's leaving and who's entering the Hollow? Exactly. We already have a problem with Miss Sammy, and a reason of why. Miss Sammy, Mr. Alex, Mr. Casey, a lot of people are just leaving and coming back when they can.
something else I was gonna say. Fuck.
And I know it's gonna hurt me as well, because I know the little tiny slice of life outside. That's gonna have to be one more well known.
Believe that to be all until I can fucking remember what I was gonna say.
Was it
How
about
much?
Casey in any way? Or
I believe so.
Yuna and Lily?
He's on
Because I
he's
know
on his last strike. Right, yes. Yuna and Lily. Both of them, considering they're both not fucking whisperers, this strike is the last strike for both of them. Right, the information has already been sent out to Toku that this has happened. Not the whole fucking us going, but what Lily has done to Raven. This has been fucking cleared up. And I have warned him. I have had him warned that if this happens again, everyone is authorized to use force. And if we need to fucking kill either Lily or Yuna, whichever fucking one.
if anything, Lily, because I know Miss Yuna has been more the level-headed one to try to keep in Yuna, but I mean Lily. But at this rate, I don't know if Miss Yuna can actually do that.
Either way, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It just goes for both of them. If this shit happens again, doesn't matter if the fight already happened. We will fucking probably sub up to that house again and wreck it if they're not there, or kill them if they are.
Indeed. We got lucky with Miss Raven. She luckily only had a major leg injury and nothing else. She could have died.
Exactly.
She probably would have died if it wasn't for the couple of us to retrieve her.
I believe that's it then. That's all I have to say. Letting you all know.
Alright. Also, I really need to talk to everyone to get clarification on this custodian. I still can't believe we hadn't had that conversation in the car.
My apologies. You had to fucking make it clear to
No,
people.
it's understandable. It's understandable. It's Mr. Toku's localization. So.
It's the dialect. I get you. It's all good.
Yeah.
We'll clear it up at some point. Probably next time we have a meeting, and we'll go over everything.
Right.
Make it clear the whole Lily situation and all of that.
Perfect.
If that's it, I fucking woke up far too fucking early, and I'm probably going to pass out soon.
Yes, take some rest. I know a lot of us do need to do that.
Okay.
Well, next week I think
Be
is
here for a
going to
little
be
bit
my
longer
my honeymoon, finally.
Oh, congratulations. I'll be here for a little bit longer, so if you need me, let me know. But if not, then probably gonna pass out in a good couple of minutes.
All right. Besides, you can message you. You probably would be on your phone, if anything. We need a good word.
All right. Thank you.
How much would a log actually help, Mr. Nick? I have a feeling not much.
If anything, we'll have a log set for specific people. And if they don't log their leavings and goings, or at least not even a log, really, but just more of a notification, but it's just not getting to people's heads that we have to finish a goal. And to keep calm about things. Because if Mr. Casey has another emotional outburst like he did last night, actual punishment's gonna have to be used, instead of just restricting benefits. Let's just try to convince him and try to word our words into ways where he can benefit us, instead of him actively grinding against us like he has been doing.
You need to give him something.
Oh, I intend to. If I can, I'm going to try to. He might be not good at role in leadership, but I have an idea of what he can be.
What, like an executioner or something?
Exactly. It'll be a title, it'll be a position. It'll give something, or at least the illusion of something. He might be we might turn him, we'll talk to Mr. Toko about this, but he might turn into what Figment is to the Council of Nine, but for Casey to us. Someone does something stupid. Respond with swift punishment. Because that is, sadly, the stage that we're reaching. As Mr. Toko has said, by graces of the fallen, Mr. Alex is still alive. We're at 2 strikes. And a 3rd strike will end it all. So, and besides, I am actually sick and tired of a lot of this bullshit that's been happening. So if we keep it nice and simple, then it will be nice and simple punishment if they can't follow the nice and simple rules.
I'm just worried that nothing's gonna come of this for Lily. And that's not gonna boil over well for Casey. Casey he wants to take matters into his own hands because he knows, or at least he believes, that nothing's gonna happen. But I think most people here don't really have
well,
much faith.
Mr. Toku has given me the position of being leader and to make decisions when he and Mr. Slick are not here. Miss Lily has been hampering our progress, hampering everything that we do here. Research, Marlowe, everything. Which is a threat to our very specific goals. Because as she said, she hates the Whisperers. I don't know about you, but I don't really particularly like...
Oh, did she actually say that?
people who hate me. Indeed she did. So, if Mr. Toku can't handle it by himself, I will be contacting the good doctor. Because of this, I have been hampering on our focus to actually get some research done. Yes, Mr. James?
I don't know how important it is, but Flint did come out in a hurry and ask where Jess, and then I watched him leave to the front door. Just like, you know, that's the thing that happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he's doing anything, but I'm saying it's a thing that did happen.
Alright, Miss Jess, would you mind...
Calling
giving him a call.
Please.
Like, I don't know, whatever happened.
Yeah.
It's just to figure out what the hell's
Before we
going on
have
again.
another repeat.
Yes.
Oh, please, I want a repeat.
Flint will be receiving a call from Jess. If you want to hop down to comms 2. If he answers.
But yes. And
What? So what is? So let's walk out. What did he exactly
like
say
to-
before he left?
And I quote, he walked out of the lounge in somewhat of a hurry. I couldn't tell what tone he was in. And he said, "Where's Jess?" And that's it. And I saw him leave through the front door. That's all I know. But, actually, okay. Actually, kind of have an explanation for that one. I think Damien left through the front door, and I think Flint was going after Damien. Hopefully. Still need to talk to Flint, just in case, but I'm pretty sure it's just him going after Damien. Hopefully. Cross my heart and swear to die, at least.
Try to remember that next time. Locally, it's not going to change much because Miss Jess, I know, has a good relationship with Mr. Flint. But
I'll try to remember that next time. Sorry, I'm on like decanter mutant and 2 cups of coffee right now. I'm fucking losing it.
oh god, is there anyone injured in the med bay?
Let's go find out.
Mr. Nicholas, I've had a
perfect.
Nothing to be alarmed about. He said he was going to, he was keeping an eye on Damien, basically.
Right.
Damien left.
yeah, because that's what literally Mr. James just said, that he forgot. Now he just remembered
Right when you after went in there and
Yes.
at least
I mean, James makes a pretty good runner so far.
well, yes, he's on 2 cans of mutant and what, 4 cups of coffee, he said, or something. He's going to be having a caffeine overdose here if he doesn't stop.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna make obnoxiously loud sipping noises.
Huh?
Why are you floating?
I'm not floating anymore.
Trying to make me short?
I've had a thought. I'll need to have a word with you later. It's not urgent.
You can't.
We're supposed to be the short gang here.
Yeah, I'm so
What?
short. The fuck? Oh, you're kind of short. Welcome to Short Gang. Have we
we're about the same height.
Have we introduced you to
Yes.
Are
Hey,
you,
Nick.
are you trying to hold out your hand to shake my
No, right?
hand? That's really insensitive of you. Okay.
He's just blown off steam. Don't worry, we're all here.
Oh, I see.
Well, I might get my ass kicked in, but
Who
got
gave the
crushed.
okay?
Short Gang?
I do believe Shade.
I understand now.
I'm not a psycho. How would I shake that?
Does Mr. Toku know about it?
This is the least of our worries.
Because I'm trying to figure out when this decision was made.
And they stuck out their other arm and I
That was made by
just
me. My
staring at it.
apologies. I wanted to let him
Maybe put it
stretch his legs and shit.
Throw it at me. I'll catch it and then we can shake it.
Alright, this is the least of our
He's
worries.
Alright.
That's all it is. We've got
This
people
should be
watching
fine.
him. That's some people in here. And if anything happens, we are gonna know.
It might be easier.
Yes, he is the
Alright.
judge.
though.
You go.
He's under guard.
3 of us if there were
I made
Alright.
in here.
That is fine. Alright. It's just, you know, we're dealing with so many things. I walked in here, I saw pink, and
Yes, but you know.
Let's go have
no,
a talk.
I would like to remove myself from this situation.
Follow me, we're going here.
Because you see, Mr. Nicholas, I think there are 2 things that are going on. Number 1, people don't value our goals. And I mean, I suppose I don't necessarily fault them for that. I mean, we do have a lot of fresh blood who aren't necessarily invested in what we are invested in. But also, in addition to that, people don't fear the consequence of failure.
Indeed.
They have not been around to know what's at stake. Or perhaps they just don't
A lot
remember.
of them don't personally know. That is true, but
Mr. O'Delly's gone a bit softer recently.
which is good in a sense.
It is.
He has definitely improved relations, which is what was desperately needed for a while. So, he is no longer doing the shotgun squads, which is good. He's no longer sending out... I don't think he's sending out any whispers over to other side, so all he has to do is pretty much what we've been forced into doing at the moment, which is potential dangerous missions. Which is understandable because we're in a war now. So...
It is a good development, but also with it, the downside is that people here no longer have nothing to fear. I mean, I believe Figment's bounty hunters were supposed to be the thing for us to fear, but really they're mostly just a joke, so...
Indeed.
Hello.
Do you need anything, Mr. James?
No, just checking to make sure everything's okay. Everything's okay?
We're fine.
Everything is fine.
Yes. All you have to worry about is when Miss Raven and Mr. Toku get back to make sure Miss Raven's okay. Unless you want to leave that to Miss Jess and Mr. Randall and go get some rest.
Hate and spite. I got this.
Then get some rest when that crashes on you, okay?
If it happens, it happens.
That's what I'm saying. Anyways.
There does need to be someone or something to fear.
No. Well, actually,
not Mr.
there
O'Delly.
is.
Not Mr. O'Delly, because
No.
he needs to be.
Well, there needs to be. It's the fear of failure.
Exactly.
And what?
This is your forewarning. If I catch Rocket stuffing in the kitchen again, I'm throwing hands. This is your only warning.
Then if you do, go take her down and spar with her.
Got it.
The gym or the arena?
Either one works. But, if anything... we need to have them think about the failure and why it would be bad and detrimental. Because their only real fear, that even then I don't even know if they have at all, is the fear of death. But if anything, we need what they do have, I know for a fact, is fear of others dying. So, what we need to do is prove as leadership that we are capable of able to actually push Marlowe for them to actually get prepared for Marlowe, because if we're unprepared for Marlowe, people die. Does that make sense?
Yes, that is the case. Now how... Now it would have to, You know, this is not the most disappointing thing I've suggested recently, so I'll go ahead and do it. It is, quite disappointing that I even need to suggest it, and obviously it would have to be done in a semi-controlled environment, but perhaps we could, you know, I obviously I do not have, first-hand experience as to, or I believe neither of us have first-hand experience as to what there is in Marlowe and in Ravenholm, but perhaps we could provide maybe a sampler of what we need to prepare for. A fire drill, if you will. Something that's not the real thing. Maybe the
Are you
others are more
potentially
visual
suggesting
learners.
the thing from Ravenholm?
I suspect the others might be more visual learners.
I'll ask around to see if anyone has any footage from that day. Or any of the days.
It doesn't even need to necessarily be from Ravenholm. I mean, that would be the best. But
what these people need is a drive. And I think they have it. Just not large enough.
oh, they have drives. It's just all the drives are different. Everybody's been driven to do things. Just not one singular thing. And most of those things are incompatible.
Then what we need to do is find the solution that doesn't matter about their choices. If we take this to game theory, which is what we're gonna have to do, then the best course of action is to choose the winning strategy that will be the most optimal for us, not dependent on our opponent's strategy. It is possible. What we need to do... Because it's really the majority of them do understand, though, that's the thing. It's just the three. I'll talk to Miss Raven and Mr. Casey about this. As well as Mr. Crunch, to make sure he remembers the path and to get his pain train. Because that's the most effective way to get them in line, is to use Mr. Crunch to get him to get them in line. He's their leader after all.
Yeah, what they need to understand is that we all suffer, including those that they care about. due to their actions.
Indeed.
Well, except for the two bounty hunters. They need to be dealt with separately, but they are not currently suffering from their own actions.
Indeed. I think most of them already know about what we need to do and what the plan is to get to Marlowe. We just need to inform the newbies and to re-inform those ones who keep forgetting. It is a long ways off, though, so regardless, so... It will be needed. Right. Just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I think that's all we have to do for now until we wait for Mr. Toku to get back. So if there's...
I'll put it on the back burner for now, but it's just if things truly get dire, a healthy sense of danger is always a good uniting force.
Indeed.
Perhaps if we had perhaps if we had our own Hulk rampage through the base, people might understand.
We've already had a base raid. We don't need anything like that. No, we're not doing that.
Oh, we're not.
No. If anything, I have an idea of what to say, pretty much.
We did have
Nothing
a base
happens
raid,
and we're not prepared. Another raid. It's gonna happen again if we don't do anything about it. The more we bicker, the more we argue, the more we not do our job. The less we push Marlowe, the more chances of them to actually raid us again, and next time successfully. That is what we're going to say, and that will be the wake-up call, and if not, then... nothing will.
Well, I don't suggest doing it now. It would be far too soon, but
No. As I said, we'll talk to Mr. Toku about things and then get that underway. So, that will be that.
of course. One way or another, though, People need to be taught to fear failure. How that happens, I don't particularly care how it happens. It just has to happen.
I'll talk to Mr. Toko about it.
I don't know, pick what I want.
Alas, okay, what I want.
Sir,
I haven't been knighted by a queen or king. No, just call me Mr. Nicholas if anything.
Sir Nicholas,
same
Knight
here.
of the Hollow Castle.
I think I have in my room actually.
Oh, I see.
Technically, I
Hey,
already got
hey,
it.
Fox
So
Squad.
I want this weird thing.
Alright, I'll
for
call
a
you
minute.
Mr. Nicholas.
Bro, you rocking the fucking sensei look.
But it is Master Toko. He has been given the title.
Doesn't it look like a pool?
Jesus.
I'm
You know, I'm not gonna
Or Miss
lie.
Rocket.
Good in this fucking place, I fucking swear.
But it is Master
like
Toko.
it.
He has
Yeah,
actually
okay.
been given the
I
title.
don't complain
I can get
about
used to
that.
this.
Thank you.
Who has given him the title?
Title?
Do you guys
At the
do you guys
Lotus.
normally-
I thought
do
it
you
was
guys
funny,
normally,
so I went
do you
along
guys
with
normally
it.
have like backstabs, people murdering themselves in chill rooms, anything? No, we're normal.
Alright, I'll start referring to him as Master Toku.
I mean, unless you do
And we
stupid
should all
shit,
dress
you
up in
fuck
our
around,
maid
you gotta
outfits.
find out.
Or wait a
Other
second.
than that,
I'm not sure if this
Luckily,
exists.
none of us are that stupid.
Not anymore, no.
Well,
Cool.
We get rid of the bad eggs rather quickly around here, so.
I
Sure,
do stupid
well,
funny
shit.
shit, but
I'm
not
here.
stupid dumb shit.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
What do you mean I never left? I just had to step around the corner.
I
Fucked around and found out.
That's what happens when you fuck around and find out.
What? You tell me I get like punched 3 times by fucking Crunch and I become this powerhouse of a man? Shit,
really wanna
I
see
might
you
just
guys
fuck around and
fight.
find out. I might just fuck around and find out.
I gave you the alpha earlier. You down for it right now?
Do it.
Ah, fuck it. Why not, big dog? You want me helmet on, helmet off? What's up?
I don't give a shit. It's up to you. It's whatever you want. I ain't got no armor on, so.
But my headphones might. Nah, fuck it. Why not?
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Fight.
Is there like another way up?
Wanna get a front row seat?
Nope, just that one way in.
I don't
Mm.
usually like it, so I'm gonna at least the second row.
Yeah, it makes it really awkward when you both
I'm gonna
have
sit
to
down
leave.
and watch the fight.
Congratulations, you're now the overseeing medic for this fight. I think he's going to about to explode, so I can't do much.
Yeah.
Score it, and now we fucking found a house.
I'm about to prescribe you some money
situation.
And I'm about to make it mandatory.
What do you mean?
Case it out. Well, yes,
man,
like
it's all just in my
But you can't make me do that. You have tried to get me to hit you. I will not do it.
Yeah, simple pickpocketing and all that.
But it'd be funny though.
I gotta get him ready, you know?
Like,
Gotta get him.
oh, you already
Bringing
got
a lot of money. But I need to use scope it out. This is my,
Way to stoop so low.
also, I made a 2K credits.
Wow, that is so weird. Most people would just hit me by now.
It's a nice small amount.
A lot of people are protecting their pockets.
That's up to you, brother. However
Well,
you
no surprise. It is Saphira after all. So,
Yes.
Oh, right.
So I was thinking using gun.
You want a gummy bear, Nick?
what flavor is it?
You'll figure it out right now.
2 rolls, 1 for each.
You think I would pick out gummy bears out of the package like a fucking idiot? Hell no.
No, I rolled. I'm asking which
Should I
you
get
want
me
the
there?
first roll or the second.
Good man.
Plus 3 for toughness.
What's this?
Mr. Roll.
Lucky, another red gummy bear.
Sure. Cherry.
But yes, if you want and you have time for it, then scope it out.
I got some time after helping Shade out with that thing.
Alright.
So, I would need
Ooh, red gummy
some
bear.
either heavy muscle or someone that's stealthy as can be. I bet it's just minimal security, like just alarms and that on the windows and doors.
Mm,
You're strong now.
no, I
So
don't want
it's
you
just
to
like a
attack
4-man.
yet. Unless...
Well,
It's a pineapple.
it's like a distraction. I needed someone distracting them at the front door. It's just only one single person.
It's 4 people might be too much just for a simple robbery. Since
Okay, just 2 then. One
if
to
you can find
distract, and I could just...
2 and they have nothing else to do, yeah, sure, you can do it.
Okay.
So that's gonna be on you.
No, I'm just
Make the
wondering
mission.
who would-
Well, there you go. Go ask. You have your train members right over there.
Especially with where we live.
And
Mr.
if they have
Nicholas?
nothing to do.
I don't
Yes?
think Casey would do.
I think it's about time. I will be probably stepping outside for a little bit with
I found this house,
I do have a date.
and I just need someone to distract.
I hope you understand. It's been delayed for
There's a lot of
oh dear,
valuable
almost
things
3 weeks
Oh,
now.
I completely understand. I completely understand. And I hope you and Mr.
If-
Toronto have a good day.
If you really, really, really need me, you can call me. But please, it's been a while.
Just sneaking back.
That'll be alright.
Just give me about.
I just wanted to let at least one person know that I'm leaving.
Make sure I don't get.
Perfect. Perfect.
If I do get caught.
All right. Well, thank you.
16 plus 3.
To beat the guy up.
2 plus 3. FICA.
And you could heal the wound of him and me.
Ah, all right. It's only been an hour, but I actually might just call it here.